Although it's possible for young people to die early, it's impossible for the elderly to live long. The visible signs of aging are a clear indication that our end is approaching. There's no cure for old age. The graves are prepared for us. The natural process of decay will continue to wear down our bodies until they are completely consumed. Death has already begun to affect the senses of older individuals, and it won't be long before they return to dust. However, while death is an unwelcome event for those who live comfortable lives, it is a blessed transition for holy elderly men and women. They can look back and see a tempting and troublesome world, but looking forward, they anticipate a state of perfect holiness and happiness that awaits them. The end of their earthly struggles marks the beginning of their heavenly rewards. Just as an apprentice rejoices when their service is about to end, the elderly person can find solace in the approaching end of their earthly journey. I understand that facing death is unsettling for everyone, but faith becomes especially important and valuable at this stage, and the just may be said to die as well as to live by his faith. It allows the elderly to see a life of immortality just ahead, with only one final step to take before reaching that destination. The person who has done no work may feel no benefit to going to bed, but for those in pain, the relief of the end is sweet. The traveler is relieved when they finally reach their inn. The worker counts down the days until their toil is done. The gardener eagerly anticipates the harvest. The expectant mother awaits her due date. Similarly, the elderly person patiently waits for their summons to their eternal home. This belief in everlasting life is what gave the Apostle Paul the ability to say, "I desire to depart and be with Christ, which is far better." Philippians 1:23. Where else would a spouse want to be but with her husband? Or where else would the body's members want to be but with their head? This is why the godly Lady Falkland used to say when she went to bed, "Now I'm one day closer to heaven than ever before." Elderly Christians often see a woeful wilderness behind them and a promised land of blessing ahead. So it's no surprise that, like Moses, they long to be in that better place. As the holy soul draws closer to its perfection, it becomes even more eager and almost impatient to reach it. There are then several benefits of meditating on death as we age. 1. It brings composure to the mind. 2. It keeps us in reverence of the Lord throughout the day. 3. It helps maintain a clear conscience in our relationship with God and others. 4. It fosters a sense of detachment from worldly pursuits. 5. It nurtures a spirit of freedom and candor. 6. It strengthens our faith and commitment to holiness. If people didn't grow old, they might live careless, worldly lives. Growing older reminds us of our mortality and motivates us to live in a way that aligns with the holiness of our new home. The nearer to heaven, the more heavenly we should be. I desire to depart and be with Christ, which is better by far. Philippians 1:23. Written by Richard Steele in 1688, updated for today's reader.